it when now everything shows up as a 0? That's 100, right?
You got 100? Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. That's an awesome. And that's going to...
That's a little dot there.
That's going
and
to...
it's never been as squeaky clean as right now at Raga's place.
Oh, it's more than that. I'm going to say that there are several things that come of this. One is that... I just thought of something else. Yes, one of them is that you draw the attention and the how am I going to put it, of people, walking by, and one of them says something along the lines of, geez, your friend ought to do such a good job on the temple. Your friend really ought to be doing a better job on the temple. I mean, look, you're great at this. And another one says something about, well, where's your sword?
That probably gets me out of my groove. So
now you can make that memory check.
What sword?
The awesome jogs your memory. That leads to that event, which jogs your memory, permitting that memory roll you mentioned.
So that's still at half intelligence, right?
I'll toss a column shift on that one. That's a...
You want to do that?
Yeah.
Let's see. There. Okay, the column shift would make it passable.
Okay. Passable isn't great. What that means is that you know that the person that seemed so familiar, you saw them at the temple. You saw a lot of Vargar at the temple. And you now know that's when it was. It was during that whole mess with the churchy stuff and those rude people who, couldn't stand a little violin and their singing, and right in the middle of all of that somewhere. So that's what you do recall.
Mm-hmm.
Thioxa, make a fate roll. And you're going to have a -1 column shift on this because of the catastrophe.
Oh. I don't need that to roll poorly on fate, but I suppose I'll take it. Oh dear. Pathetic.
Yeah. You're going to get bonked on the head. You'll wake up somewhere. Right when you're staring at the robot, going, huh? Wait, what? Wait, what's that sword? Wait. And bonk.
Okay.
All right.
I'm rather excited to find out where I wake up.
Mm-hmm. So let's find out what 13 does. And I need to find my page of notes. I have several scattered pages of notes. I never managed to consolidate them into one nice. I can do it in Champions now because that's actually a technique in the game of how actually you prep and continue prepping. But in everything else, I have like...
I'll send 13 around here. They'll take care of it.
Oh,
everything
right, okay.
will be sorted into nice little places that you are never ever going to find again.
Yeah, true. So that's what happens when I clean. So in that case, what does 13 do?
Sorry, was distracted.
That's fine. I'm happy with that.
Ranraga's place is shiny as, I don't know. Yeah. Take whatever I have gotten together and see if I can find Orgox, which probably sends me off to the temple because I guess she's there. Or maybe I should just use locate. I've got something to deliver.
Okay. In that case, locate for Ogox, was that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think that should be the one. I'm not going to search around for her and ask people and get seen.
Mm-hmm.
If I can. I can't even locate. It's under.
Oh, matter of fact, I think that you may not even have.
No. What do I roll on?
Yes, I know. Hold on just a moment.
Mm-hmm.
I have a document. A nice.
So I just
new.
tell you
I
the
made
horrible
a
number I rolled?
Well, yes, but wait. Let's do this right. I have a new abilities document that I have worked on. So, to do locate, you use knowledge. Passable. Okay. Well, passable means you do all right, and so you know that you learn that you will end up at the pyramid area, but not like right where Ogox is. Okay, and since passable is sort of a long way away from being all that great, then I'm going to look at where she is, which is there, and I'm going to look where you are. Right. If you look at the temple place, you will see that there are several little sort of ruined building remnants of four-walled structures. There may be more, but I see three of them. You figuring out where Ogox is through a variety of means that are known only to killers, you find yourself in the one that is at the top left of the of the map. And so you are in that little area and you are looking for Ogox, and it may occur to you that maybe she's in another one of these because she's not in this one. And you knew she would be in one of these, and you went to this one because that's the only one you knew about, and it's the wrong one. But
yeah, great.
She's in one of the others. So you are up in that area. Probably a pair of youthful Vargar will, stare at you in surprise and scamper off quickly, having found this secluded nook to relax in. So, but they are irritated or frightened by the appearance of a robot and go away. So, so that's where you are. Going from there, since it is passable, to actually get to Ogox is possible, but it depends on how stealthily or otherwise you want to do these things. You could, for example, in other words, finding her is not, you don't have to roll again to find her. It's just you're to get
Yeah,
the
but I
kind
want
of
to find her without being seen
exactly.
by too
So
many people.
now,
Two are
right,
already too many, but they probably have their own reasons not to tell on me.
exactly. And so but that means, and I'm very happy with the system here. It is entirely justified that you can make a stealth roll now to come up on Ogox. You know where she is. You didn't get to the right spot. You didn't nail it with the locate. Now let's see if the stealth can seal the deal. Say again, please.
Passable.
Oh, excellent. That will do. That will do. So yes, in the lower left boxy structure, square structure,
Mm-hmm.
that's where she is, and she is at the moment um, tending to what appear to be old burials, old places where people are buried, or some sort of markers are put in the ground. So she is there, and she is doing some sort of ritual activity that involves, the passage of dust from her hand onto the ground and stuff like that. But she is alone, so this isn't a big public ritual.
Nice. I'm going to wait for her to finish her ritual.
Okay. So let's take a look um, at the map that I struggled to find a minute ago and located that you guys have not seen, in which uh, Theoxa, you awaken in a large stone room with no windows, and it's although the air is not stale, it's not moving much. And so the sense of being very inside is very strong and also very uncharacteristic for the whole lifestyle in these mountains. And this room has, um, let's see, where's that? Right. This room has a set of pillars. It's long and rectangular. It has a set of pillars running along each long wall, so they're facing each other. In the uh, in one end of the room is in the middle of it, the middle of the floor, not like at the edge of the floor on a wall, but in the middle of the floor, a staircase, a steep one, going like almost like down radically. And one of the corners of the room is open, which is to say, it's clearly the opening of a corridor of some kind. Now, the stone itself is recognizable. It's the same kind of stone that the pyramid is made of. And the various pictures and stuff on the wall in this part are not of Vargar. They are of some other people. Matter of fact, they would almost certainly be of Nagas, who are human faced snakes.
Cool.
And so very, very sort of Pharaoh era. Actually, it wouldn't be Pharaoh. It's a very old Egyptian era of the paintings on the walls, and the area doesn't look particularly used, although somebody's been keeping it kind of clean. Um, and the pillars are made of some really nice stone, some either jade or something similar, and are quite tall. The room is fairly tall, so you're like, where the hell am I? And the let's see, I'd have to say that's where you find yourself.
And I am alone.
Yes, you scattered around you, even like in your like lying on your hand. So when you pick it up and look, is is some sort of container, like a broken box.
And I'm not bound or anything. I've
No, you're
just
not.
been dumped here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, I'll loudly shout. Where am I? Who did this? Get back here, you
Mm-hmm.
cowards.
Mm-hmm. Um, so, what do you do?
I will stand up, and the staircase that is in the middle of the room is it going up
No,
and down?
nope,
Just
just down.
down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think I'll start by running. I'm angry and just running over that corridor to the opening of the corner and looking up and down to see if I can see anyone or anything in that corridor.
Mm-hmm. And so when you get to you zip down that corridor, it opens up into another smaller room with similar decorations and things that are set into the walls. Each one is a sort of a relief, not a statue so much as a relief carved into the back of the niche that is another serpentine conformation of a figure. And these ones all glow.
Ooh.
And in the wall, that's the room you've run into has two things. It's got a narrow corridor going off at a different direction, and it also has this big altar looking thing at the other end. So you've come in, and it's kind of like you're at one corner, and if you keep going straight to the next corner, just along the wall, basically the same wall, then you would be able to take a left and get out of this whole room into the next quarter. Or if you look to your right and see the room itself, then the rest of the room itself, that's when you'll see all these artistic things, and you're looking directly at the opposite wall. I mean, once you turn right, the opposite wall is that altar set into that wall, and on it is um, the basically the a much bigger and broken um, container that the one you may still be holding or which you left behind was a piece of.
Oh, okay. And my fur is on end, my tail is huge. I'm just looking around, like hissing and spitting at
Mm-hmm.
any mode of dust that moves. And yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep barreling down that corridor. We'll
Okay.
go to the next room.
You'll go and then you'll turn left, and there's a staircase, a narrow one that's very dark and kind of, for lack of a better word, unused looking. And that's going like up, and it goes up a
Um,
ways.
okay. So I start going up. And do I hear anything from up above? Do I smell? Is there
Listen,
fresh air coming down this?
listen, listen,
Okay,
listen.
I like that. I've got a not a bad listen here. Let's see. Pour.
Okay, so here's another one. Give me a direction roll.
And where would I find that?
That is under nature, I believe.
Okay, awesome. Ooh, all right, that's more like it. That is good.
Okay, so what you don't hear anything, but what you find, you do sense one thing important. At about the halfway mark of that staircase, the the changes in the walls and in the feel of the pressure and other elements of the environment, you are now aware that you are now over ground level. and into the actual pyramidal sticking up part of the pyramid.